The Secretary of the Army to cut wasteful spending and focus on getting soldiers physically and mentally fit to, quote, restore the warrior ethos and reestablish deterrence. The Army is planning a sweeping transformation that will merge or close headquarters, dump outdated vehicles and aircraft, slash as many as 1,000 headquarters staff in the Pentagon, and shift personnel to units in the field. This, according to a new memo and officials familiar with these changes. Fox News contributor and former Special Operations Intel analyst Brett Velicovich joins me now. Brett, instead the priority will be air and missile defense, cyber warfare, and space. Your thoughts?
Well, this is all about a leaner force within the U.S. military with the goal of deterring China, which seems to be the administration's number one priority, strategic aligning the force. And this is really, really long overdue, Todd, and I'm glad our leaders are finally listening to what's needed. China is a major long-term risk to U.S. influence and power, and they're outpacing us in so many different ways, especially as it relates to military advancements in AI and drone technology. They're the leading threat to U.S. national security militarily, economically, and they're very quiet about it, especially as they rapidly build up one of the largest militaries at a rate that we've never seen. They are completely reshaping the world right now behind the scenes through their government's greedy appetite for resources, energy. They consume a mind-boggling amount of resources, but they are at war economically. Make no mistake about that. They're stealing intellectual property from American businesses, and we really need to be increasingly concerned about the spread of Chinese influence across the world and as it relates to our own military, because they've expanded their capabilities, they've expanded artificial intelligence, their collection efforts, cyber warfare, diplomatic presence around the world, and they're really eager to sort of upend the status quo, and they become extremely emboldened and overconfident because of years of their government simply going on unchecked. And I think we need to be prepared as Americans for the reality that we could be at war one day with China. And so I'm really glad that our administration is focusing on it and sort of changing our policies internally so that we can revamp our national security, because it's just been complete failure after failure with prior administrations when it's come to our China policy.
And